Welcome to C.Tube, where ancient Chinese strategy meets modern life. Through timeless tales of power, wisdom, and intrigue, we decode the art of decision-making, self-awareness, and navigating the complexities of career and life. Let history be your greatest teacher. In today's story, we journey back to the spring and autumn period, where King Fuchai of Wu and King Gujian of Yue faced off not only with armies, but with their deepest instincts. More than just a tale of conquest. This is a story about how charm can cloak harm and how misreading the human heart can bring down a kingdom. Let's step into the moment and see what it reveals about us today. Part 1. From King to Servant. The Fall of Yue. In the late spring and autumn period of ancient China, the states of Wu and Yue were bitter enemies. Wu was a powerful kingdom, while Yue remained weak. Yet Yue's king, Gujian, was ambitious. He launched an attack on Wu but suffered a crushing defeat. Wu seized the moment, invaded Yue, and pushed the kingdom to the brink of collapse. At the urging of his loyal minister Fan Li, Gujian offered surrender. More than that, he proposed to serve as a slave in the Wu court. Wu's prime minister, Wu Zixu, opposed this. Now was the time to annihilate Yue and annex it for good. But Wu's king Fuchai hesitated. Gujian, facing despair, was ready to die in one last battle. But his other advisor, Wen Zhong, found a weakness. Wu's minister Bo Pi was greedy. Armed with jewels and courtesans, Wen Zhong bribed Bo Pi, who in turn persuaded King Fuchai to accept Yue's surrender. Gujian, with his wife and advisor Fan Li, entered Wu as servants. Fuchai humiliated him, locking him in a stone house and assigning him to tend horses at the royal tomb. Gujian endured it all. He bowed deeply each time Fuchai mounted or dismounted a horse, even tasting his feces when the king fell ill, a grotesque gesture of loyalty that deeply moved Fuchai. Meanwhile, Wenzhong kept bribing Bo Pai to speak well of Gujian. After 3 years, despite Wu Zixu's warnings, King Fuchai allowed Gujian to return home. Part 2. Sleeping on Thorns, Tasting Bile, the Rise of Yu. Yue returned broken and destitute. Gujian knew, without rebuilding his kingdom, there could be no revenge. Following Fan Li and Wenzhong's tenet, 10 years of rebuilding, 10 years of training, he launched radical reforms. Taxes were reduced, people were encouraged to farm and weave, births were rewarded. A boy earned the family a jug of wine and a dog, a girl a jug and a pig. The state subsidized the upbringing of second and third sons. Gujian led by example, farming with his people while his wife spun silk at home. To keep his hatred alive, Gujian slept on brambles and hung a bitter gallbladder in his home, tasting it before every meal, a daily reminder of his shame. Meanwhile, Yue built secret alliances with neighboring states, preparing for the day of reckoning. Part 3. The Fall of Wu, when arrogance defeats kings. Wu's king Fuchai, riding high on military victories, ignored all signs of danger. Wu Zixu warned, Gujian eats only the simplest food and suffers with his people. He is not broken, he is plotting. But Fuchai dismissed the advice. Even if he dares rise, what could Yue possibly do against mighty Wu? When Yue requested grain, Wu Zixu objected again. Fuchai disagreed. They are our vassals. We must help. Enraged, Wu Zixu predicted, within 3 years, Wu will be in ruins. Soon after, Bo Pi framed Wu Zixu for treason. Fuchai forced him to commit suicide. Before his death, Wu Zixu declared, Hang my head on the city gates, I must witness Yue's troops entering Wu. When Gujian heard of Wu Zixu's death, he asked Fan Li if it was time to strike. Not yet, Fan Li replied. Wu is still strong. A year later, Fuchai marched north with his best troops, leaving the homeland defenseless. Fan Li saw the chance. The time has come. Yue launched a fierce campaign. The Wu crown prince was slain. Eventually, Wu was besieged. Cornered on Gusu Mountain, Fuchai drew his sword and covered his face. My death means nothing, but how can I face Wu Zixu in the afterlife? He took his own life. With that, the tables turned. Yue had avenged its humiliation, and Gujian rose as one of the dominant rulers of the spring and autumn era. Now, let's break it down into the key takeaways you won't want to forget. Truly understanding others is never easy. As the old Chinese saying goes, you may know a person's face, but not their heart. People's thoughts shift constantly, and we're often masters of deception, hiding truth behind illusions, blurring the line between appearance and reality. One careless judgment, and the consequences can be devastating. King Fuchai of Wu learned this the hard way. He was a ruler of great ambition and talent. Sparing Gujian and accepting his surrender was, at the time, seen as an act of mercy and virtue. But fate was cruel. He faced a stronger, more cunning opponent than he had imagined. Worse still, Fuchai was too self-assured, too dismissive of counsel. In the end, not only did he lose his own life, but his entire kingdom perished with him. To be fair, Gujian played his part masterfully. He submitted to Fuchai with absolute humility, tending horses, performing menial tasks, even tasting the king's excrement when he fell ill, all in the name of loyalty. These calculated gestures were disarming, cloaked in the garb of sincerity. Yet had Fuchai remained vigilant, had he continued to observe Gujian's movements, or heeded the wise warnings of Wu Zixu, the tragic fate of Wu might have been avoided. While Gujian waist-training troops and rebuilding his nation, Fuchai grew blind in his pride. Fuchai's fatal flaw was overconfidence. He believed in the power of his moral influence, thinking he could truly reform a defeated enemy. He also placed unshakable faith in the invincibility of his army, dismissing Yue as too small to pose a threat. But history proved otherwise. It was this very small state that brought about his downfall. Gujian, on the other hand, executed a plan as brilliant as it was ruthless. In nature, some creatures play dead before their predators, only to escape when the danger has passed. Gujian went one step further, not just to survive, but to strike back with deadly precision. His deception wasn't for flight, but for revenge. For Fuchai, the lesson came at the highest cost. He sacrificed his life and his kingdom to teach future generations a brutal truth, that truly knowing others, including your friends and enemies, requires clarity, patience, and vigilance. Never trust blindly. Never be seduced by appearances or sweet lies. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history and insight, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that reveal the wisdom behind the ages.